Today's episode is sponsored by Drayton Realty Group, located at 653 South Coit Street in Florence. Call Drayton Realty Group today for all of your residential and commercial real estate needs.
Welcome to the Florence Foodies Podcast, a place for the community to gather and share the stories, voices, and experiences that make Florence feel like home. To support this podcast and the Florence Foodies platform as a whole, click the Support This Podcast link found in the description.
Y'all are actually the second repeat guest. The last episode was a repeat guest, so I guess we're going back through the batting order now. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. But how are y'all doing?
Doing good.
Awesome. Great. Thanks for having us again, for allowing us to come back again.
Well, this time we're back at home, so I'm excited about that. What are we talking about today?
Well, we are here to talk about the 2025 Florence Food Truck Festival, which will be at the Florence Center next weekend, September 19th and 20th, Friday and Saturday. Friday, we open at 12 p.m. and close at 8 p.m. And then Saturday, we're open from 10 a.m. until 8 p.m.
How many food trucks are coming out for those 2 days?
So we're going to have 30 plus food, beverage type vendors. Of course, we'll also have non-food vendors, that retail, info, types of different vendors. So
What type? What do you mean retail?
like clothing, boutique, other like earrings, T-shirts, tumblers, just that kind of stuff. The vendors sell, just the non-food vendors. They have like, see, I keep looking over at you like that. I can't lean.
So how many years has this been? Quite a few years now that this has been going on.
So, okay, we had the Florence food. What was
It was the food truck rodeo.
Which was pre-COVID. I think a little during COVID. And then that was co-promoted with another gentleman. So it was part a Florence Center show, but it was not fully our show. We took it over in 23. And we had our first show. The Florence Center did it ourselves, and it was great. And everybody loved it and was ready for next year. So we had it in 24, and here we are again in 25. Different month every year so far. Weird,
Is
right?
that on purpose?
No. We're just going to do one every month, every year to see which month works the best.
Well, that'd be fine as long as the trucks rotate properly.
That's right. Yeah.
We went last year and got some content. I took the kids out there. Well, really the whole family. We all went and did a video, and that was fun. And I don't think we'll do a video this year. People don't realize it, but it's really aggravating, at least for me. I know a lot of people do that kind of stuff, but sometimes I just want to eat. I don't want to have to deal with a camera and I just want to have some food.
No,
So this year we probably won't do that. We'll probably just come and eat, and that'll be it.
Please do. As much as I would love for you to video while you were there, I would rather you
I'm sure plenty of people
come
will.
and enjoy time with your family and have a good time. Eat some good food, enjoy some good music. We're gonna have bouncy houses for the kids. So
some
other
really
fun
nice
activities.
stuff. Yeah.
So are they too old for bouncy houses?
Oh, we got them all the way across the board.
Okay, good.
14 to newborn. So
Okay.
and everything in between, pretty much.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah. So there'll be, if I remember correctly, there are some bouncy houses for older kids too.
Yeah.
There's I think an obstacle course, some games and whatnot. So
Nice.
yeah, everything for everybody.
Well, and karaoke. Does she
Yep.
sing?
We're gonna have karaoke.
I'm sorry,
Who?
your 14-year-old.
He does, yeah.
He does. Maybe
He
you
actually
talk
does,
him into
yeah.
doing karaoke.
Maybe.
We'll have,
he might do that.
Yep, we'll have 2 DJs, one on Friday and one on Saturday, who will be doing DJing and karaoke.
Okay.
So that'll be fun. Friday night, the Analog Saints are playing, and then Saturday night, the band Hooked will be playing. So we're really excited about it.
So it's really just like a big block party.
Yeah, basically.
Pretty much.
Just a lot of fun.
Do the trucks rotate? Like, is it not rotate, but is it the exact same lineup as far as the trucks goes and the entertainment? I guess to a lesser extent, but like the first day and the second day.
Yes, it is. It's a lot of uh getting them moved in and getting them in place. So once they're there, they're there. I wish there was a way we could rotate it, but that's just a big, just yeah, that would be a lot.
Can we talk about that a little bit? What all goes into
Oh wow.
having to set up that many food trucks?
Well, so usually food trucks range between, let's say a 10 by 30 space, 10 feet by 30 feet space is roughly about a good estimate for a food truck. And so, you know, we have to figure out how many food trucks we have and for that 10 by 30 space. And then, well, my job, I get in touch with all the food trucks and try to get sponsors and help out. This is a free event. So, we do just rely on, our partners and sponsors and vendors and whatnot. And we appreciate them for help because, that helps with our entertainment and whatnot. Like I said, it is a free event for the public. So, but just planning all that, getting the food trucks here, getting a variety of food trucks here. I'm a big thing about not wanting to have too many of the same types. I personally like to map out the food trucks myself because I don't want to have two beverage vendors beside each other. I, you know, Not only that, there's planning, like, Brittany helps me so much. Gosh, she helps me so much, like, with the entertainment, she does that for me, and then, like, just the marketing and advertising, the layout, I have operations and events team, that, do the layout and make sure each food truck is in its right spot based on how I want them on my layout. So it's just there's a lot that goes into it.
No, I bet there is. That's why I asked because a lot of times people will comment on things and they don't. You could tell maybe they've never had to organize anything or never been in charge of anything, and they don't realize how much goes into even something that you might think is really simple. And I think most people probably understand there's a lot to have to go into this, but
Simple. It
no,
is.
it's often not.
Right.
So
No, it's not. I mean, but when the end product is so worth it.
yeah.
It's so worth
Well,
it.
we had a great time last year. I mean, I've
That's
been a couple of
great.
times, even going back to the rodeo, but yeah, last year we all enjoyed it. So
That's great. Yeah, and it's pet friendly, so of course, make
Yes.
sure you bring your furry family members.
And when we first started in 2023, I really fought for it to
Mhm.
be pet friendly
Yeah,
just because a lot of people don't like to leave their pets at home. And if
yeah,
it's not too hot outside, they're like, oh, yeah, well, I want to
mhm.
bring my dog. If it's outside, why not? So,
yeah,
So we'll
makes
have a
sense.
pup park, like, for them to do their business, and we'll have some little toys or something over there for them and some water, treats.
Need
So,
to get a dog truck out there,
um,
kibbles and bits truck.
mm,
there used to be one, that groomer next to Naturally Outdoors. They used to have a treat truck that went around, but I don't,
Really?
yeah, it just sits in their parking lot now. I guess they don't operate it anymore.
well, if anybody's listening, and you got a food truck business that caters to animals.
I know that they're
That
out
Seems like it'd
there.
be a tough business
Yeah.
I
model.
think so. No, we actually have we've had vendors that they make dog treats and animal treats,
Mm.
or you know and so unfortunately I don't have one this year, but they do have them. I wish I did have them, but we'll make sure we have something for everybody's fur babies regardless.
So can you talk a little bit about? Can you name some specific trucks that'll be out, and then like where is there locations out of our area that people are coming in from?
Yeah, well, so we do have a lot of local trucks that people are familiar with, that they love, that they go see all the time. And then we do have some that are coming from out of town. We've got some that are that have been here the past 2 or been with us for the past 2 years. And then I'm excited. We got a couple new ones this year, so I'm excited to see what they have. Just a couple of favorites I know in Florence in our area will be there. The best Thai food. She's always around great food. I love working with them. They're great. Of course, Mama D's coffee and ice cream. They always have good coffee and I've never had ice cream and coffee, but it's good. It is really good, especially when it's hot and you need to pick me up, you know. Kona Ice. Love Danny Davis. He's always around. He's always supported us. So, of course, he'll be there for the kids, and y'all, make sure you come out with your cup. You get free refills if you keep your cup. Sorry, Danny.
And my son will
Yeah,
appreciate that.
yeah. And then let's see, who else is Vibes Caribbean
Mhm.
truck, he does, a lot of Caribbean different style foods, not just specific like Jamaican or, um, oh, what's the other one? I'm having a moment, but he kind of specializes in a different foods in the Caribbean area. So that he's awesome. Troyan. So glad he'll be there again. Of course, we'll have D's Mini Donuts. He's always been around, and we like
He's everywhere.
Dalton.
Yep.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, we do. And now a couple from Sunshine Sweet Creation. She's lovely as well, so she'll be there too.
Who's that?
Sunshine Sweet Creations. Lots of good sweet stuff. Make sure you stop by there with the kids. They'll love you for it.
Oh yeah,
She's
Your
everywhere
wife
too.
may not, but
yeah. No,
and
probably
her
not
name really is
for that.
Sunshine. So
Yeah,
and she is like sunshine. But
nice.
but just to name a couple that are new and are from out of town that I'm excited about. Well, this one isn't new, but he is from Myrtle Beach, but he is a regular. Adam with Booze Pops, we like him. He has like Jello shots, pre-made Jello shots, and like
Like popsicle.
yeah,
Yeah.
popsicles that have
Like Jack
like a
Alcoholic.
Daniels in them.
low.
What is it? What
Yeah.
is
No,
it?
not like that. Kind of like it's like malt liquor, I think, or wine.
Okay.
Kind of how you can um
They have like a
right.
margarita flavor. I mean, any kind of like alcohol flavor, but it's not your typical alcohol, I don't think.
It's not like the percentage.
Yeah.
There is a little bit in there. You got to be 21 to get it.
Sure.
So, but it's
But they are
not like a
very, very good.
yes, and popular.
My mom, when we go, she's like, "Oh, I gotta stop by the truck."
And you know which
Yeah, I
truck.
know which
You don't
truck.
even have to say the name of the truck. We know which truck. Does she go by there first before? Like as soon as y'all
If it's
get there?
really hot outside, she will go there first.
Nice. All right. Remind me to call me when Mama gets there, okay? So I can meet her at the truck. At the truck. And then but also some new ones that are local that we haven't had before, Sea Soul Melody. So I'm excited to see what they have. And then who else was a couple of new ones that are from the area that we haven't had before? Taco Butts, or was it Crazy
That one's
Chicken?
gonna be
Taco butt.
yeah.
Taco Butts. Yes.
It's taco and barbecue.
Yes, so
Okay.
excited about that. Heavenly Cheesecakes by Tony. He comes every year from Charleston,
Yeah, we went by
and
there last year. I remember that one
mhm,
specifically.
and great cheesecakes. So y'all definitely check out Tony. Piggybacks, barbecue and catfish. I think
Mm,
they're a little local.
they are Lake
They're out of
City.
Lake City.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Lake City.
Great restaurant in
So,
Lake City.
but
Yep.
I just saw their name, so I had to say something. Oh, the Nosh Pit. So they are out of Myrtle Beach, and yeah, she's
It's
like
very exciting.
super excited.
Their
But
food is absolutely
and their truck
delicious.
is so cool.
What do they do?
It's so
So they do the one thing that I got there the last time I ate was macaroni and cheese, buffalo chicken, and then they put ranch and tomatoes on top of it. It is so good.
But they also make like po' boy sandwiches, different
Mm-hmm.
types. Like, did they do not wraps? It was something else that they made. I noticed on the menu that would look good. The whole menu looked great.
Their truck is
So
just
What was it called again?
the Nosh Pit.
the
Mosh
not
pit.
like G
Yeah,
and
I got you. Like a
S.
mosh
Yeah.
pit.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. And their
Okay.
truck is like all black with like a flaming skull on it.
yeah.
You'll know it when you see it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So and then Brew and Moo is the new one, which I'm excited about. It's just another kind of coffee and ice cream, but it's different. You know, that's one. So I have vendors that sell similar items, but they're different. So, when we do the application process, I have them upload their menu, have them upload photos of their products and what they sell and whatnot. Because that helps me. So, okay, this person may have coffee and ice cream, but gosh, their menu is way different than this person that has coffee and ice cream. But I wouldn't let another person with coffee and ice cream come in. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I would make sure that they are placed way not near each other, So that we really try to make sure that we don't have an abundance of the same things. And we cut it off, like I don't want to have 5 barbecue trucks, even though menus are different.
Yeah.
But so, but just back to what I was saying, I was just thinking about that because I was, we were talking about,
Well, I'm gonna say something to that real quick
yeah,
because that's something that we deal with or we hear a lot. People make comments, and then just in this community, and I always thought it was stupid. I said it, and I'm gonna say it now. It's a good opportunity to say it. That if you go to any of these cities, they they might have 100 restaurants that have the same style of cuisine, but like you said, it's different. So if all three of us cook a hamburger, they're not going to all be the same.
exactly.
Hopefully, mine's going to be the best, but we don't know. We
No.
we all cook them, but either way. So the point that I'm getting at is that if a community can support the business, then who cares? Why do you care? But people get all hung up on that, and they're like, "Well, Florence, some of the same stuff." I agree. I'd like to see some more diversity, like in new things come that we don't have access to, for sure. But if we have 100 chicken places, who cares? If they're all making money, do you want to eat the same? I don't want to eat Zaxby's every single time. Maybe I want to rotate it. So no other city is like that. So it's like,
Right.
do we want to progress or do we want to just sit in the same little boat? I think for me, we don't. And I think some people don't think about it that way. But at the same time, in this case, just to hit both sides of it, you've got limited space and you've only got one shot. You got like 2 days. So granted, yeah, in your case, you wouldn't want to have 50 barbecue trucks and that's then it would be
Right.
a barbecue event. I get that. But
Yeah.
just get on my soapbox for a second on
No,
that.
no, but so just I just wanted to name a few. We will have the full list, of course, listed. The non-food vendors that we have, like I said, we do have the retail. We have Sassy by Car. She has been with us. She's from Little River, and she actually has a brick and mortar store. She was a vendor that started with us at Jingle Bell Market. The second year we had Jingle Bell Market, she was a vendor, clothing boutique. And she has been a vendor with us at Jingle Bell Market because Jingle Bell Market will be in its 8th year this year, in November. And anyway, she also comes to the food truck festivals, and she still comes. But she's grown over the years so much that she was able to finally open her own brick and mortar store, which I just
Nice.
love because that's, and another thing that reminds me of something else of one of my food trucks from the past 2 years, and I contacted them, and they're like, "Oh, we got a brick and mortar store in Darlington now," and I was like, "That's great! I love to hear that. That vendors that are really passionate about it, and they start doing." Like a food truck or just doing vendor shows and whatnot, and then they end up growing, and next thing you know, they've got their own store. So yeah, and we've got been fortunate to have a lot of vendors that have been with us for long time, and they are great to work with. Of course, we love new vendors too, but I can say that our vendor support is great, and we appreciate it a lot. We do.
Now, some of these restaurants are doing it in reverse. I know Aloha Kitchen, I'm pretty sure they started with the brick and mortar site, and now
Hmm.
they've got the truck. Oh,
Well, some of them, I think they do both. I
if
know
it's
there
making
are a
money,
couple.
then
Right,
do it.
right, right. I know. It's I can say last year. I know you said you were there last year. Did you go the year before? Do you remember in 23? It was in June.
I don't remember.
It was it was the first year that Florence Center did it.
I don't remember.
And it
I don't
was
remember if it was
down in
that or
the
the year
lower
before that,
parking
maybe.
lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, because before the rodeo, when it was called the rodeo, it was up top. And we put it down below. But when we decided to do it that June of 23, literally we put it together in like a month. And there was three of us. You were there, right? But she was like working events at the time. And but so it was me and three and two other girls, and we were just like calling everybody, trying to get, and we really literally just kind of threw it together, and it ended up
I think
great.
that was my first one of my
And
first events when I was in marketing.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and I mean, it was just great. And then the next year, of course, I had more food trucks, had more vendors, and like a lot more. And I realized that I felt like it was too much. And I know some people are like, why don't you want to have it? But uh, you know, unless it's a good variety of trucks, I noticed last year, I did have about 5 different barbecue trucks, but they all had different menus,
That's
and
easy
I
to do
did
down here,
have,
though.
yeah,
Yeah.
true, different, just American style
Yeah.
food trucks. But I think I was just like, oh, so excited because everybody was so excited, and I had all these food trucks supply, and I'm like, yay, and we're taking it. We have the space, but I want my vendors to make money. I
Yeah.
do, and I feel like sometimes there's a thing that's too much.
That's a good point.
And I like variety, but I don't want people to be overwhelmed.
No, that's a great point. I mean, if they're coming here, that's really a blessing to y'all for the event that you're trying to put on. That's yeah, that makes total sense. That's what I would want. I want it to be worth your while those 2 days that you're down here.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Exactly, and
makes
that's
sense.
and that's why they keep coming back, hopefully, thankfully.
Yeah.
Um,
There was a ton of people, at least when we were out there last year. It seemed like it's gotten a great response. So I'm guessing it's been
mhm.
that way every time.
Oh,
Yep, the
listen,
last yep, the last 2 years have been incredible.
I think the first year we were expecting what, maybe 5,000.
Mhm.
We knew it being free because the rodeo at the when they'd had the rodeo, they were charging, I think, $10 to get in. And then I think there were like amusement rides you had to pay for and other type things. But we were like, we don't, no, we don't want people to pay. So, we did it that way. A lot of the food truck vendors are very happy about that there is no entrance fee for people, because they got to pay to get in, and
Yeah.
then they got to pay it, and then if you got your family, you've spent 200-300
Yeah.
bucks by the time the day's over with.
Yeah.
So we were hoping for 5,000. We ended up with what, like over 8,000. And then last year we were open for 10,000, and we ended up with over
How
12,000.
do you monitor that if there's no gate ticketing?
So, okay, yes, we're estimating a little. However, we did have people with clickers
Yeah.
that were, so we definitely couldn't account for everybody, but from the clickers, that's
Yeah.
what we got. Now, could it be people coming in and back? You don't know truly, but and then there could have people were able to get in. It's a free event, but so people were walking in different ways than where our people were too. So, just by looking at it, we did have a drone footage, didn't we, go over for last year?
I think so. I think one of our employees, his dad came out and did that for
I was just
us.
thinking that we said that definitely should have that.
Yeah, and
Mhm.
so we could gauge by that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We also go on the roof of the Florence Center and look and see
Extremely
Nice.
scary,
Yeah,
but I have
That's
been up
pretty
there.
cool.
yeah, but we did go up there and kind of look at the crowd and try to eyeball it that way. But this
Yeah.
year, we've got a plan in place that hopefully will be able to get an accurate count
Cool.
with just one entrance that only people can go through, hopefully. I wanted to mention that Crown Bev is one of our partners, and actually Michelob Ultra specifically, they're sponsoring the event. So we will have the Michelob Ultra dining area for people to sit and enjoy their food in the shade, in front of the stage with the band and whatnot. Of course, we will have a beer garden with lots of tasty adult beverages. And then, so we want to thank you for Michelob Ultra, Crown Bev for helping us out with that. We also have community broadcasters. They are sponsoring our kids park area. So we want to give a huge shout out to them as well and thank them for being a part and helping us be able to make this happen.
So if help me understand if I'm reading this correctly, it's a free event. Obviously,
Mhm.
you've said that, and the vendors that come out, they're selling their products, so they're getting paid. So really, sponsorship is what helps put the event on. But it sounds like this isn't really an event. That's something that's designed to be super profitable for the Florence Center. So it's really kind of a give back, basically.
Correct. It's a community event. We like to our whole thing about the Florence Center is, we're here for the community, give back to the community, and that's kind of what this festival is. It's for the community and for people here in Florence and outside of Florence.
I really like that, and I want to kind of just hit that back over the net and support y'all in that, saying that I think we did a video yesterday that I put out. It was just like things to do in Florence for the channel, and I mentioned the Florence Center, but I think that perhaps we do, perhaps we don't. I don't know, but I look at the Florence Center as a huge asset because there's not a lot of towns that have an arena. Obviously, you've got the ballroom, conference rooms, and then the 10,000 capacity seating. I mean, there's a lot that can be done. There's obviously a lot that has been done and is going on. We'll talk about some of that in a second. But even what could go on in the future as we continue to grow, not everybody has that. Darlington has the racetrack, but I mean, Darlington, Hartsville, Dillon, you go around, I think even Conway. I don't think Conway has an arena of 10,000 people.
Not
I
in
don't think so.
Conway. Mm-mm.
So, there's a lot of opportunity there, and we should be very supportive of the Florence Center as well, is what I'm saying.
Yes,
Right.
and then we're hoping that hockey will. Oh, I shouldn't have said that yet because I know we're going to get on that subject. But
Well, we can. Is there anything else in particular that y'all would like to share about the
yes, one.
Yeah, go
Well,
ahead.
when just to kind of piggyback on what you're saying about this being a community event, like all of our in-house events we call, which are just the events that the Florence Center put on. So we put it on our staff, our whole staff, operations, events, marketing, sales, everybody is involved. And these are mainly the vendor events, Jingle Bell Market. We just had the PD Outdoor Classic,
Mhm.
which went great, I thought, and we are going to have it again next year. And of course, when I said Jingle Bell Market Food Truck Festival, we are looking into thinking of some more festivals to bring in. But that is the whole thing, is it's for the community. We don't really make profit off of it, and that's not that's not what we really aim to do. We just want to have something for the community to come together. I want to showcase area businesses if possible, anything to promote our area and the people in it, and just the great community that we have within the PD region, not just in our area, but that's kind of the main goal. And then we also like to give back with donating, doing like a silent auction or something and give back to a nonprofit within the community. So for the outdoor classic, we did we did the Black Creek Wildlife Facility, and they were there. Did you go see them with the
Yeah, that was
animals?
actually
Yeah.
it's particularly my daughter's favorite part of the whole thing is
Yeah, and they were very busy, yeah,
yeah.
so we decided, afterwards we had, a silent auction for we had James Brindley come in from Greenville, right? And he was a chainsaw artist that Brittany found, who was amazing. Did you get to see him?
I didn't see that.
You didn't see him? He was
He was
outside,
outside.
Mhm.
but and I know it was hot. Of course, it was like the hottest weekend on
Right.
record, and that we had the outdoor classic. But yeah, he carved so many. You didn't see any of his pieces.
I didn't. It was
Do you
we
have
had.
any? We'll have to send you some pictures.
If you got some, send them. I can put them over,
Please,
B-roll them on
because
this.
we're gonna auction 2 pieces. We're gonna auction off. We'll send those 2 that will be up for auction during the food truck festival.
Yep.
And proceeds are going to be going to the Manna House of Florence. So we'll hopefully we're trying to get some other donations as well for people to bid on, just to try to help get more money for the Manna House, but it's 100% proceeds go to the Manna House. Any kind of nonprofit organization, if we can help out, we definitely want to incorporate that into our events.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So the weather should be really good for this, hopefully, too.
Please, please, please. I'm like, of course, watching the tropics.
So I saw no rain,
I
Yeah.
saw
and
no
it's gonna
rain.
be like 82 maybe. So the
So
weather looks
Yeah.
great.
remember when I was talking about I was joking, we're gonna have it every month.
Yeah.
So when we had it in 23, it was in June. And what was it, around the beginning of June or the middle?
I think it was in the middle of June.
And it was warm, but
Oh,
it
yeah.
wasn't like PD Outdoor Classic hot.
Mhm.
But like one day it was a little cooler than one day. One day it was really hot, but the next day was like a little breeze, so it wasn't so bad. But and then we did it in April in 24, and it was so windy. It was very windy.
It was, yeah.
I felt so bad. Like a lot of people's tents got messed up.
Yeah.
And we can't control Mother Nature, but you still feel bad about it. And it's like, so then we were like, let's try September. Because I was looking around, there's not a whole lot of like food truck type events going on. And, I always look at that when we look at dates, even as far as Columbia, Charleston, Myrtle Beach, anything that looks like maybe we shouldn't have the event because this event's going
Yeah.
on that weekend. And so we decided we'll try September. Even though it is college football season, and that may hinder some
Yeah,
things.
because we're talking
but
Friday and Saturday, right? Is that
yeah,
it? Yeah.
Saturday. So
Well,
and Clemson is a home game. I think Carolina's.
We're at home. You're playing
We're at
Vanderbilt.
home. Oh, man.
But we're playing at 7:30 at night, though.
Okay.
I was gonna
They
say,
keep putting us in the nighttime slot for years now, which is a pet peeve of mine. Because who wants to go watch a Vanderbilt game or a SC State game and
Hey, I
not
was
get home
there
until 1 in the morning?
Saturday
You were?
night. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's this those late night games. Just on a side note, I'll weave this story in, but you can't control the weather. And we were in Philadelphia last week for the Eagles Cowboys game to watch the Super Bowl banner drop, and it was bone dry. It had been bone dry here for days, and then in Philadelphia it was dry, and the rain was specifically. And if you watched it, there was a delay. So if you saw the game Thursday night, you saw that there was about an hour and a half delay, and the rain was specifically only during the game. So the game started at 8:20. The rain came in at about 8, and the game should have ended around 11 o'clock, and the rain left around 11 o'clock. And sometimes, God just works it out that way. It's just going to rain. You got to be okay with it. But it happens. You can't control
It
it. So
does.
hopefully there will be no rain in this case, though.
I hope so. I hope not. Or hurricanes.
Definitely no.
That's the
That would be
only
even
thing I'm
worse.
worried
Yeah.
about.
I think it's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah.
There is something spinning out there, but I think we'll make it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if not, hurricane party.
A hurricane
We'll call Ed
party.
Piotrowski.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll call Ed. Come on. Hey, maybe it'll be a bad one. We can get what's
Jim
his name?
Cantor,
Jim
yeah.
Cantor out here.
Yeah.
No, we don't want that. No.
No, if you
no.
see Jim, you have to leave.
Dangerous.
Evacuation time.
But
Yeah, we don't want to deal with that.
no. So we'll see how this goes and see how if it's good. Maybe we'll continue a fall. Maybe we'll do 2 a year. Who knows? Spring is a great time. It's so
Get everybody outdoors, but
chancy.
the rain is so.
But
yeah.
yes, but that's the thing. There's so many great events going on in the spring.
Yeah.
And it's hard to compete with it. And we don't want to, we want, like, the city has great events going on. And of course, there's, just other, like the Myrtle Beach has their big food truck festival. And so, we want to. I've got a date in mind for May for 26. I've got to double check just to make sure there wasn't a whole lot going on anywhere else, but we're gonna try it again in a different month. I'm not gonna say which month. Did I already say that?
You already said it.
said
Yeah.
May.
I didn't mean to say that. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that? That was
Yeah.
okay. Okay, so yeah, I didn't say which date,
Right.
but
It's
yes,
a
I
maybe.
said
It's a
May.
maybe.
Maybe May date. But yes, once I find that out, I'm gonna announce it like immediately, so everybody knows.
Okay. Yeah, anything else on the food trucks? I think we covered
No,
about
I
everything.
think I just hope everybody comes out and has a good time. Bring your family, bring your friends, bring your furry family. What that one year we had Jimmy.
Yeah, we had a goat.
He was
He was a
so
pet goat.
cute. He had a bandana. He walked
He had a
around
little
on a
hat.
leash.
Yeah.
He had on a diaper, didn't he? Have like a thing? Yeah, he was wearing a diaper. He was so
Well,
cute.
that's
Oh my gosh.
considerate of him. Is anybody gonna be serving any goat out there next week that you know of?
Oh, I don't think so.
Does
Some
does
curry goat would be nice.
Caribbean?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, I don't know.
Indian,
Sorry,
we
Jimmy.
don't have any. Oh, no. I don't think so. We don't have
I've
any
looked at some of the
Indian food.
menus. I haven't
I
seen
don't
it.
even think, do we have an Indian style? That's a truck I need to find. That and a vegan truck. I would love to have a vegan
I'll
truck.
skip that one. But hey, more
Okay,
power to you,
but
though.
some people want a vegan truck.
Sure.
And so if you got a vegan truck, please holler at me. Just come on out, y'all. We'll have a great time no matter what. It's always fun. We always have fun. Our whole staff loves this event.
I'll give you a chance at the end to just where anybody can reach out or find any information to get an eye on what's coming up, and then I'll put the links and any contact information down in the show notes. If we can, let's shift over. I want to talk just a little bit about the Florence Center, what's going on currently. Obviously, the big things, the hockey team, and then maybe even just a little bit of future stuff, just briefly while we kind of come to the back end of this. So another thing I mentioned yesterday on that video, October the 10th is the first game.
Yep.
That's okay. And we've got a schedule at the house on the fridge. Really looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to taking the kids. A lot of people don't know, hockey. I watched hockey when I was a kid, and a lot of that would have been because of going to PD Pride games. So, I mean, some things, I say the same thing with NASCAR racing. If you just watch it on TV, golf is the same way, I think. If you just watch golf, baseball to me is another thing like that. It's just a sport that's maybe, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's slower moving, or it's not as, hockey's not a high scoring sport. So we in our culture like instant gratification. We want lots of points quick. I'm a defense guy when it comes to football. Like I watched Ohio State Texas last week, and I loved that game. The guy watching it with me hated it because there wasn't enough score. But that's me. I'm old school. But hockey's slower, and if you go to a hockey game and then you start to understand the sport, that can open you up. I am hoping, and I think using my kids as an example, getting them out there is going to become something that they love. They're like, "Yo, can we go to another hockey game?"
And there's nothing like, watching hockey on TV. You can't really see when the puck is going,
Exactly.
but if you're there and, let's say a fight breaks out and people are banging on the boards or whatever,
Yeah.
Well, it's
or
all
they're
about that.
chanting,
Yeah.
or they're like, when I go to Charleston, there's people like trash talking and they're like, yeah, son, go ahead, get
It's
into
the
it.
whole
Yeah.
It is,
atmosphere
It
yeah.
is,
and
yeah.
it's infectious.
Mhm.
And that's why you get excited. You're
Yeah,
like,
there's nothing
yeah.
like being there
Live.
live.
I
We were
know.
just in Philly on Cowboys week. There's nothing
Mhm.
like it. So I mean, being live at an event changes it. That's
Right.
It
it's true.
totally does. And yeah,
And just some of the signings that they've had that they've announced publicly, I've looked on their website and I've kind of looked at their stats and then the information that they've given with those players. I believe that we're going to have a great team.
yes. Yes.
I thoroughly enjoyed. So Scott came on and we did an episode with him,
Mhm.
and thanks to
We
y'all for
saw
setting a lot
that.
of that
Scott
up.
That was a
is-
great
Probably-
episode.
yeah, it was great. Yeah, and
It
excuse
made me
me.
subscribe to your channel.
Nice.
No,
Well,
just
thank you for that.
Not
Oh,
the one
she's
that she
getting
was
ready.
on.
Right.
not the one that we were on before. I'm like, no. Just teasing.
No, it was really insightful having him on. And again, it's kind of like I was saying with the Florence, and I say it about a lot of things locally, but I really hope that people get on board. And part of that to me is once you start to get a peek behind the curtain and you understand everything that guys like Parker and everyone that comes behind him is doing to make it something successful for sure on their end. But in order for it to be that way, it's got to be a good product. So,
Right.
and I believe that it will be. And super excited about it. Really, really excited about it.
It just watching them work and kind of transform everything has been really fun to watch. And they're, redoing the locker rooms and all
I
of
saw
that
that,
stuff.
yeah.
So eh, I'm just really
I know.
excited.
It's like every
Yeah.
day I come in and I'm like,
It's
oh,
something
wow,
new.
look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that looks so good.
So I got a question real quick.
Okay. We
Sorry.
might have an answer.
All right. So we watch these time lapse videos on the internet. If you're a sports fan, like me, you find it fascinating where they'll have these arenas that have, there'll be like an NHL team, and then they'll also be host to an NBA team, and maybe they'll have like the circus come through or something. And they'll do these time lapse videos where they set up the ice, set up the boards, take it all down, and then have another event in a short period of time. And that's always mind blowing to me. So if I can ask this, what is the turnaround time? How much turnaround time does it take to set up for an Ice Cats game and then tear down for another event?
So I can't speak to hockey because this will be the first time that I'm in the building with a hockey team, but I do know we had the circus one night, and then the very next night we had our House of Hope event, which is a gigantic banquet in the
Yeah.
arena. They had just overnight to turn that over, and they had animals in there, so it was circusy.
Yeah.
And then so they had
And then
just
you're having dinner with the
yeah,
elephants right the
right.
next night.
They had
Yeah.
just a little under 24 hours to flip it to 1,000-person banquet in the
So when you're doing that turnover, how much of that is, I would imagine there's probably three parties involved. So you've got the circus, the Florence Center staff, and then the House of Hope staff in that scenario. Who's really carrying the brunt of the weight on that to make that transition from this to that?
So that would be our operations staff. They have
Mhm.
to, of course, the circus would move out and take all their stuff, but what's left is our staff has to, clean that up and then set up all the tables for the next event, and then House of Hope will come in and do all of their decorating. But it all has to be ready and set for that next person to come in and decorate how they want to.
Our operations team, they are
They're amazing.
amazing.
Mhm.
I mean, they work overnight sometimes. They have to
Yeah.
for some of
Yeah.
our events to get the
Mhm.
rooms ready for the next day. So, with the ice, we will have a covering
Yep.
that will go over the ice that will protect it for us to be able to have other events. So, Jingle Bell Market will be in November. We will have ice, but we can't continuously drain, or I don't know, what do you say? Thaw
Melt
it,
the ice,
melt
yeah.
it, whatever, and then redo it and do it. So that's how they do it. They buy a covering, and
So the ice will be, I
ice
didn't
will
know
be
that.
there.
Wow.
And
there,
it'll be
yep.
a little chillier in the arena,
It'll be
but
quite cold in the entire
yes.
building.
Wow, I didn't know that. I was under the
Mhm.
assumption the ice goes away and then comes back.
Oh,
So
Oh, no.
no,
Yep.
it's you're talking about the time lapse. That would be maybe something cool to do if you were up for it.
Mhm.
I know we did do that one years ago. Um, I think it was for basketball when we first got the basketball court.
Mhm.
The marketing person that was there at that time did a time lapse video of them putting the court together,
yeah.
of how the arena looked before, and then a time lapse of them putting it together. And that was really cool. So thanks for the reminder.
Yep.
Sorry for the
You're
extra
welcome.
work.
I did do it one
All
time.
checks can be made out to Samuel.
There you Oh, wait. Hey.
Can you just speak to any other events that may be coming down the pipeline that have not been announced yet? Is there anything we should be looking forward to in Florence that's coming up?
Jingle Bell Market. Of course, I'm
yeah.
going to say that. But we also have Shonda Pierce.
Yep. That's already been announced. But yeah,
yeah.
Shonda Pierce
Oh,
is at
not
the
it.
end of the month, September 27th. Monster Jam and the Harlem Globetrotters have been announced, but they're not on sale yet. So the pre-sale for Monster Jam starts this morning. The pre-sale for Harlem Globetrotters, I think, starts next week. So those are technically announced, but they are not on sale. This is going to be announced next week, but we have a couple returning events from earlier this year that will be coming next year.
Very
So
excited. Very fortunate to have this event come back because they've been here before, and they bring a lot of economic impact to the area. So we're very happy about that.
wish we could tell you
I
more
know.
information, but
It's
we are
not
sworn
as
to secrecy.
exciting as you may think, but it does bring a lot of people to the area, which is, of course, great for our local businesses and whatnot. So.
And Rex does have some holds on the calendar for some pretty cool things coming up next year, and I think at the end of this year. So just keep an eye on our social media because it'll be up there first.
I always thought it would be awesome if the Florence Center could host some combat sporting events like boxing or MMA fighting. I feel like there's got to be entities out there with real legit prospects that could put people in the seats.
Rex he's actually really focusing on stuff like that, especially for next year. So that's something to
Sweet.
keep a lookout for. But he is trying to bring new, different things to the Florence Center that we've never had before.
Yes.
So that's
That'd be
his
pretty
number one
awesome.
priority. Yep.
What is that? He keeps telling me about this event. I think he made it up. The snow shipping, or he's got that stone thing in his
Oh, you're talking about curling?
curling.
Oh, I was trying to wrap my mind around why curling, because the ice is there.
Yes.
Making use of the
Right.
ice. That makes sense from that standpoint. I don't know. Hey, I don't just want to assume anything in life. So maybe a lot of people would show up for curling. I don't know.
But so
Right,
you
yeah.
know what it is.
I know what it is. And
I
they
had
push the
no
big puck and then they sweep the
clue.
ice
Yeah.
and you got to get it like in the right spot.
He
It's an Olympic
showed me a
sport.
video, and I was like, "Oh,
Never
you
seen
were
it in the Olympics?
serious." I didn't. I thought I didn't know what that was.
I think boxing or some sort of mixed martial arts cage fighting scenario probably. I think I'd be more likely to buy a ticket than curling, but I can't speak for other people.
I
Yeah.
was just saying curling because I had never
He's-
heard of it,
yeah.
and he is a fan apparently.
I'm not knocking it,
And,
but please
My
understand
husband
that.
loves curling, and when the Winter Olympics comes on, he's like, "We gotta watch this," and I'm like, "Okay, why?"
I mean, they look like they're just sweeping.
I mean, it's kind of neat.
Well, you got to have
but
technique, I guess. I mean, I mean, it's an Olympic sport. It can't be much like we were talking about setting up a food truck festival. I'm not assuming it's simple, but
No,
it's just not something that
well,
I'm
it's not
familiar with.
something from around here, obviously, that we would
Not a lot of
do.
ice down here.
No.
Right.
So
There is also,
no wonder I didn't
and this is
learn.
not like a promotion for this company, but there is a place in Charlotte where it's a bar and you also learn how to do curling. And it's like
Okay.
a
That sounds
date night
dangerous. A bar and ice
activity or whatever.
skating
The only reason I know that is
and
because,
curling.
of course,
Yeah,
my husband likes curling, so he sent it to me. Like, oh, you can
you're definitely
cocktails and
going,
curling,
Brittany. You
and it's
gotta
just like,
go.
okay,
Y'all
well,
got to. They need to go, don't
yeah.
they? I'm
Yeah.
I
gonna
mean,
go just to tag along
it looked
in
neat,
video.
but I don't
Yeah, I
know.
mean, I'm sure it's yeah. Well, whatever works.
Well, yeah. I don't know why we got on that tangent. I just was thinking about it because I'm still like, okay. We're from the South. We're not used to ice games. As a matter of fact, our operations team is, I'm calling it ice school or the ice capades, but they are learning how to, well, they already know how to make the ice, but I guess maintain it, maintenance. They're in training right now. Where are they? Do you know? In
I'm not
somewhere
sure.
cold?
It's like in the
Midwest?
Indianapolis, maybe
Yeah, so they're
Indiana.
actually in training right now um, to learn more about the ice
Mhm.
upkeep and
I think
whatnot.
it's
So,
painting of the ice and the decals and everything that goes into
right.
specifically for
Mm,
hockey stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
Because, hockey will have they've got some sponsors that'll have their logos in the
yeah.
ice, on the
That's pretty
ice,
cool.
which is
And
cool.
then there's also some promotion type things, different nights, and I think maybe one or two of the nights that they're going to actually paint the ice. So it won't be ice color. I think it'll be pink or orange or whatever.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're learning how to do all that. Can't you just put some food coloring in it?
I don't know. I doubt it, but
Spray paint it? No.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I
That's
guess you can't
that's
skate
what they're going to learn.
with spray paint. But yeah, I think that's pretty cool that
Yeah, it
that
is.
they're doing that. Yeah. And of course we got a new, okay, so Rex was calling it's a Zamboni, but he called it something else.
It's the Olympia, but that's just the
A
brand.
brand.
Yeah.
Okay. So we did get a new,
Hmm.
yeah, so we do have a new Zamboni, which, listen, I've been begging to try drive the Zamboni that we have already. No luck.
To drive it or ride on it?
Just drive
I wouldn't want to
it.
drive it because
No,
I'd
Or
be
ride
definitely.
on it
like, I'm gonna crash through the
even.
boards. I'm gonna owe a
Right.
lot of money.
No, I want to drive it. I want to be like,
They're
I
definitely not going to
mean,
let her drive it.
no, they're not. But I'm still gonna try. But yeah, so we do have that new one, and I think Rex is excited about it because he was talking last night about driving it.
Yeah.
So yeah, but the whole hockey team, they've been doing so many upgrades and then things with the building, just getting it ready, and the hockey team staff, admin staff that we've been fortunate to work with, we call them our step family.
Mhm.
So for like seriously, so like they do their own stuff, of course, and we do our own stuff, but we do stuff together. And fortunately, we've had a great relationship with them. They're great to work with. Scott, you met, he is
Mhm.
awesome. Philip, Danny, the announcer, and then of course Brandy, she does like the merchandise and whatnot. Miguel, I think he does like sponsorship
Sales. Yeah.
sales and stuff. So they've been really great to work with, and they've been very appreciative of things that we've been able to help them with, and it's so far it's been a great partnership, and I think that alone is also going to help keep it here.
Hmm.
The fans, and then as long as we keep standing behind it and working together, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be good. They got so many fun activities for each games, and
Yeah.
do you saw the different theme nights, or
Theme
yeah.
nights. Yeah. They
Did
have
you
I
see
that
didn't see
that?
that. No.
posted.
It's on their Facebook page. You
I
don't go
missed
on
it.
their Facebook page?
Sometimes, yeah. I
just
missed that though. I mean,
sometimes
I saw the lockers
you
being
need
done
to
and
check
Yeah.
it
some different things, but
out.
I
Yeah,
missed
they
that.
got theme nights, so
Nice. I know
uh,
Scott mentioned it, but I didn't see they like announced it.
they is they
Mhm.
is they is mention it on their Facebook page, their official Ice Cats Nation, is that what it's called?
No, it's just like PD Ice
PD
Cats.
Ice Cats.
There's a
A
bunch
couple
of
different groups
sub
floating
pages.
out there.
Yeah.
But
Which is
there's
also good.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
yes,
definitely.
yes.
There's a lot of excitement.
Well,
So
that's how hockey got here anyway, was from a Facebook page, Bring Hockey Back to Florence, that's had a petition for people who don't know. Which I
yeah,
know you know and we know, but they had a petition going around saying bring hockey back to Florence. It
yeah.
had, I don't know how many signatures, and it was a lot. Do you know? by any
No,
chance?
I just
Do you
stumbled
know?
right into the whole
Just a
thing. I
couple
didn't even know
thousand.
what was going on.
Yeah. So I think that alone, and then fortunately, Rex was asked as soon as he got here, when are you bringing hockey back? And he I think literally started working on it day one, and I'm sure he went through a lot of research and finding things, and I think finding Parker was awesome and a blessing, and you know, uh, we're very excited. We think it's going to be great.
Yeah, we're planning to go to that first game. That's going to be the plan.
Just the
So
first game, not the
no,
second
not
game.
just the first game, but being there for the first game though.
Right.
Well, why not
Opening, yeah.
Saturday night
And you
too?
got to be there for opening night. But Saturday night is going to be for breast cancer.
MUSC.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Sponsored
think
by
MUSC is going to be sponsoring it, and it's all going to be about breast cancer awareness. So wear pink.
So wait, Saturday night?
No, Friday night. Right?
No, that's
Oh, the
Saturday.
night before the first game?
So Friday the 10th is the opening game.
Opening game.
And then the second night, the 11th, is for breast cancer awareness. That's the
I'm
second
sorry.
game.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's on
Yeah.
Friday.
So
Yeah.
the opening weekend is 2 games.
Yeah, okay.
But you could still wear pink on
Yeah,
Friday.
I'm cool with that. I got
October
some
is
pink.
Breast
October,
Cancer
yeah.
Awareness Month.
Yeah.
So you just wear
It's
whatever
also
you
my
want.
birthday month.
Oh, cool.
See, guys, they have a birthday month.
Mhm.
That's my
Well, no,
husband.
it's just the month I was
it's
born in.
it's a fact. It's a fact. My husband's like, "Woo, it's my birthday month." I'm like, on my birthday, I'm like, I don't want to do anything. Don't call me. I just want to
Yeah.
stuff her in silence.
Oh, no.
I'm teasing. Maybe.
Uh, Well, yeah, we're definitely excited in my household. I think a lot of people are. So I can't wait. I hope that it just blows up. That should be a staple of our community, is the way that I see it, and the potential what it can do. I think hindsight's 2020, but we understand now. I just found out this like 2 days ago. The Charlotte Checkers, which I remember playing them back in the day with the old ECHL team. They're an AHL team now, which Scott probably knows a heck of a lot more about this than I do. Not probably, he definitely does. But I think I know enough to say that the AHL, that's a big leap. And so they were in our league back then. So if we steward this thing, I mean, it could just snowball, no pun intended, and grow. And there's no telling what impact that could have on the whole city. So it's a big deal. All right. What is there? I tell you what, is there? We'll just kind of close this up. So, anything else you'd like to plug and share? Any contacts? How can people find out? Kind of get an idea of, set their sights on anything. Can they see menus, the lineup, anything like that for the food truck festival, or anything else about the Florence Center that you would like to mention?
Yep. So everything can be found on our website, florencecenter.com. Also, our Facebook and our Instagram, just the Florence Center. Everything will be up there first, and then it'll be posted on our website. So right now, just on our website is the entertainment schedule and just some generic information about the food truck. But the vendors will be going up either at the end of this week or the beginning of next week. There'll be a full list. We're still waiting on some confirmations, but most of them will be up there.
And that's the 19th and the 20th.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. 19th and 20th, doors open to the public at 12 p.m. on Friday, the 19th, and we are open until 8 p.m. And then on Saturday, we open at 9 a.m. and we're open until 8 p.m. Wait.
We open
Am I
Saturday at 10 a.m.
Saturday at 10 a.m. and then close at 8 a.m. 8
p.m.
p.m. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. Should
That's a
I retake?
free event.
Bleh.
Correct.
Okay.
Not the
Yes.
food. You got to pay
No,
these
yeah,
people
you
for the
gotta
food they're
pay for the
cooking, but you
food.
can come for free.
Right.
Hey, just a side note, I actually had a food truck vendor and she must have misunderstood me. I said it was a free event. She thought that the food trucks were free.
She's like, I'm not doing that.
I'm like, oh no, I'm sorry. I wish I could, but I can't. I need your money.
Yeah.
We gotta pay the band.
Yeah.
We also have a bunch of other upcoming events
Mm-hmm.
that people can look forward to, and all that information can be found on our website at florencecenter.com.
Oh, and I would like to mention one thing before we close.
Okay.
So we also have, as far as the Florence Center building, we have a lot of great sponsorship, partnership opportunities for any businesses or people in general. If you would like to have your name, your business or your name, if you really like your name, we can put it on a backlit sign in the arena. But definitely reach out to Brittany or I. We would love to talk with you about it. One cool thing that we have are club seats now, which is, y'all, I think this is the best deal ever. So it's the seat, it's a private section, and there's only a select number of seats. You get it for the year, but it comes with a VIP parking, VIP like lounge area with a bar and food. You'll have your own like person attendant, bathroom, everything, and you get a ticket to every arena event,
Wow.
hockey included.
And since we're announcing things that haven't been
That
announced
haven't
yet,
been announced.
we
More
are
breaking
also
news.
we are also bringing back ice skating.
Yes.
Nice.
Well,
Yeah.
So
that's a given.
public, but it hasn't been announced yet.
And so,
But public ice
yeah.
skating is going to be back.
I'm excited about it. I've missed that. I've had intentions for us to go literally like the last 3 or 4 years. And for some reason, I miss it every time. I don't know why. I was like, we didn't get to do it. So this year I said we should have extended opportunity now because there's ice just sitting there.
Mhm.
Right.
And this year we're planning to do it. So.
Yeah, we've already got some dates on the schedule. We just haven't been able to announce those dates yet. But, we've got a little ice skating committee going on, and we got some fun ideas for public ice skating. Also available for like Christmas parties, private parties, school parties.
That's a great idea, actually.
You can rent the ice for like an hour or 2 hours, something, get something with our food and beverage department. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
Lots of
I like that.
cool opportunities. So definitely give us a call or check us out.
Absolutely. Cool. All right.
We appreciate you, as always, letting us come.
Likewise. Yeah. So really excited. Obviously, a food truck festival is going to be right up our alley. So we're looking forward to that.
Yeah, and you're coming without a video.
Well, I mean, we might, but we
You
video
don't have
a lot
like
of
a
stuff.
pot, like something you could just put on your shirt.
Mm-mm. No.
Do they make something
A
like
camera
that?
or a microphone? Yeah. No.
And a microphone, like a little button. What?
Yeah, maybe they do, but I don't. If
have you not
anybody
seen
wants to
Mission
sponsor the
Impossible?
Florence Foodies and buy a lapel camera, we do take sponsorships and gifts also.
How
just
much
for
do
the
those
record.
cost?
I have no idea.
I'm gonna look that
A
up on
Probably
Amazon.
a lapel camera. I don't know.
I feel like
It would make things a lot easier. Yeah,
I'm gonna
for
look
sure.
that up for you.
Okay.
See what I can do. I can't promise anything.
That's
I'm probably
fine.
gonna forget by the time we leave here, but
That's
it's
fine
okay.
too.
Probably.
But feel free to text me and remind me.
Okay. Well, we probably gather a little something, but we did a whole video. What I could do is just reshare the one from last
I'm
year and say, "Hey,
teasing
food truck
you.
festival, y'all go out." We
Yeah.
probably would have done that anyway. So
Yeah, I'm
Um,
just teasing. No, I want you to come out and have a good time. Don't work. Don't work. I mean, unless you just find some food that you're dying over and you're like, I got to tell people about this.
yeah,
Then you just bust out your camera, right?
right. Just
Video
pull the
it, put
phone
it
out
on
and-
your.
yeah. Well, definitely encourage people to go out. It is an opportunity to get some things that are your favorites, but also get some other things that you've not had. great event, free to attend, not free to eat. And you can take the kids, you can take the dog, you can take Jimmy if you have a goat. And I mean, what's not to love about that?
I
So we'll
know,
be
right?
believing for
And
good weather.
entertainment,
Yeah.
free entertainment. Well, yeah, like the DJ going all day. So we can be out there jamming while you're eating your, gyro or
Yeah,
whatever. Did I say that wrong? Gyro. I always say that wrong.
it's all good.
Yeah, it'll be a fun time for all. So please come on out and just enjoy yourselves. That's all we want to do is have fun and, make sure y'all leave full and happy, tired kids ready to go to bed.
Yeah,
And
right.
of course, your pets have a good time.
Well, look, as always, I appreciate y'all. And I do encourage y'all to go out. We've got the hockey season coming up. If you haven't heard about that by now, then look into that. Definitely a good outing for the family or just an individual if you want to take part in that. And if you need to contact Jane or Brittany, I'm going to put their contact information down in the show notes as well. And again, appreciate y'all. Support the Florence Center. It's a huge asset to our community. We need them to make money. They got to make money to run. All these businesses got to make money to run. So they need our support.
Thank you for
Right?
that. We appreciate that.
That is a fact.
Yes.
Right.
And the more support we get, the more
shows
more
we
they
can
can do.
have.
shows we can
That's
do,
right.
and more maybe bigger talent maybe that we could bring in.
Exactly.
And
You gotta see the big
different
picture, yeah.
genres
Right.
of talent, so
Correct.
but I gotta say, we do have good community support, so we appreciate it very much, y'all. Thanks.
And as always, I appreciate y'all as well. And God willing, we'll see you on the next one. That's it.
Thank you. Bye-bye.